Hey guys, how's it going? This is Khan, Mr. So Real, and welcome to basically the first episode of Let's Talk. So for a while, I've been kind of neglecting what really built my channel, which was a lot of my personal opinions on certain things and basically suggestions on how to improve games or things that I think a lot of people want to see, and basically getting you guys' feedback on some of those things. So I thought it was about time that I got back to my roots, so to say, and started talking about some of the things that were very important to me, and finally expressing some of my opinions and suggestions on ways to improve games that I like to play. Now, being that my channel is kind of known for The Division, or at least it's built up the majority of my subscriber base, I figure what better way to start this series off than to start off with The Division. Now, I know a lot of people are kind of tired of The Division or don't even play it anymore. I know quite a few of my subscribers who came to me for The Division have stuck around with the channel for other reasons and other games, and I really do appreciate all of you guys for your continued support no matter what game I'm playing. Just because you like my content, you like my personality, or whatever it is that has kept you here. So what I wanted to talk about with The Division, with 1.7 on the horizon and the PTS coming soon for the console, I wanted to talk about something that I saw this morning. Basically, someone commented on my How to Get a Master in Survival solo video series, and his name was PC Gaming 5150. And, you know, we were basically just kind of chatting it up, talking about the AI and how the hunters were really well done. And I do have to say that the hunters and their AI have been really well done. And that was one of the things that I really did appreciate about Massive and the direction of The Division in general, that they're constantly trying to make some kind of improvements. They're not always being successful in every little thing, but they are willing to take risks, and they are willing to listen to the community and try their best to improve the game in a variety of different ways. I can think of quite a few things off the top of my head that I personally suggested and made videos on, and happily have seen somewhat I guess implementations of those suggestions in The Division. So I figure if by some miracle there's someone at Massive or at Ubisoft who likes my perspectives and actually is out there listening to me, then this would be the perfect platform to try to get some ideas into their ear that I think a lot of players would enjoy. So with all of that being said, why don't we get into this first episode and really start talking about this, because I have a really wacky idea, and I'm guessing you guys can tell by the title, about open world rogues. So now that I have all of that stuff out of the way, we can start actually talking about some of the suggestions that I have. And really, this series is about what you guys think, because I want to use this platform of YouTube to give out some opinions or give out some ideas, and I'd love to hear what you guys think and kind of feed back and forth with you guys off of that. And hopefully the developers of whatever game it is we cover, because it may not only be The Division, can chime in or maybe listen or see if the points that we make are valid. So this is just as much a platform for me to say my ideas as it is for you to chime in and give your ideas if you have something that you really like to talk about, or that you think would really make a good, I guess, addition into any game. So as the title suggests, and as we talked about in the intro, I was thinking about open world rogues. So I can't remember exactly when it was, but there was an Esme assignment where you had to go to one of the parks in the southern area of the game, one of the southern maps, and then you went downstairs into this kind of train station, and you were greeted by a rogue agent. It was an NPC rogue agent, and you had to fight him. And it was at a really close quarter space. It was a pretty nice fight. He didn't go down as easily as some of the other NPCs. I guess the AI for the enemy was pretty good. It was closer to one of the hunters in the survival mode, and it was a really good change of pace. It was just a lot of fun, and I really don't know why that has never come back. That happened once. You got the clothes. I think his name was Alex or something like that. And then you never saw anything like that ever again. And it got me thinking, while I was talking to PC Gaming 5150 and writing the comment was, why don't we have rogue agents or just bands of rogues occasionally popping up and spawning in or patrolling or going around to different areas of the map and attacking us or setting up ambushes or whatever? That could be a lot of fun. Now, in the Dark Zone, of course, we have the supply drops, and the supply drops drop loot. And yeah, you take out a whole bunch of dudes, and they're just kind of the normal dudes, and some of them have more armor, a little more health, and then they have a name. But I'd really like to see something like the hunters or like agents that are just roaming around in the open world, causing trouble and just having really good loot on them. With the addition of these I guess, what are they called, classified gear sets, I think this could be the perfect opportunity to put something like those gear sets or even special weapons and attach them to these rogue agents that rarely or occasionally just pop up. They could be on some kind of timer, and they would be in your world. And, as you roamed around in the free world, or as you did certain missions, you would find that kind of your HUD would go crazy, kind of like with the hunters. And then, you knew there's an agent nearby. It's like, oh shit, there's an agent. Oh, all right, it's time to get ready. And then you never know, you could get sniped and just just instantly say, oh damn, where did my health go? Oh, I gotta get into cover. I gotta get out of here. And just put out your pulse or something, and you just something different from the norm of running around the open world and finding these kind of mindless NPCs just standing around and guarding nothing, but they swear they're doing something. Like, I'd love to see this real interactive type thing implemented into the game. And they could even do something where just as a side thought, and I'm thinking about this on the fly, what if you did a certain number of HVT missions, or even the regular missions to get the coins or the points for the HVTs, and you just happen to run across a rogue agent, or you got a bit of intel that led you to a rogue agent, or you had to fight some form of higher power agents throughout the game in the field. Like, I'd love to see that good AI, that good enemy, cat and mouse fight back, strong enemies, more often in the world. And I think one of the major problems with the Division is that the map is huge, it's beautiful, it has all of this interior, exterior, underground, warehouses, it's got all of this space, but it just doesn't have the content in the space to just keep things thriving and going. And I think by having a rogue agent or even a band of rogue agents out in the real world, it would be a good place to get newer agents, or people who don't really want to go into the Dark Zone, a chance to face off against different stronger enemies as a somewhat training ground for the tactics that players use. And another thing that Ubisoft or Massive could do is take some of the data from actual PvP players and start implementing that into some of these open world bosses, and letting agents who really don't understand the PvP of the Division get a sense of what it is they would be up against and how they should learn to move. Because the Division in its PvP form is really more about movement, knowing how to use cover, knowing when to burst, knowing when to heal, knowing when to use a med kit, knowing how to stack everything. And that's really more of what the Division's PvP is about than, let's say, a Twitch shooter. And I think that having some way for agents to practice or even get new gear sets, or even just having something different and fun to do, could be a really, really good idea that I think would really work. So that's my opinion on open world rogues. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that there should be some kind of open world rogues or open world bosses with really high intelligence, or using some of those hunter skill sets? Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what you guys think, or what kind of ideas you have. If you have some ideas for how you would like to improve the Division, or that you would add to this idea, leave a comment and let me know, and let's talk about it. And hopefully some of the people at Massive will come around and maybe even see some of it, and maybe they'll even chime in and say if they think it's a good idea. I'd love to hear from anybody about it, and you guys let me know what you think. And I wouldn't even be opposed to having some of those rogues roaming around the Dark Zone just because. So I'm Khan, Mr. So Real. I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one. If you enjoyed this series, make sure that you hit a thumbs up. Let me know what you like. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great day. I'll catch you later. Peace.
Khan.